Good morning, everybody. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. It's quiet. It's so quiet on the YouTube streets this morning. It is scary. Robert got his daughter for the weekend, and everybody went and ran and hid after the ER situation. Where's everybody at? Where is everybody? Well, I'm going to give people some time to fall in the room. We're going to be talking about some snake activities because if it's quiet, the snakes are definitely slithering. Good morning, Gemini Rising. How are you doing this morning, beautiful? Hey, Raw Truth. Hey, everybody. Hey, Nevada. Hey, Ebony. How's everybody doing on this blessed Sunday morning? Hope y'all staying away from that negative energy. I'm up feeling good this morning. It's crazy because on the YouTube streets, you could hear a pin drop right now. And for me, that is scary because anytime it's quiet, the next thing that does decide to pop out, it's gonna be real loud. Real loud. Hey, Miss Lysanda, blessed Sunday. Hey, Beverly. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Paula. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Miss Whitty. Hey, Shirley. Listen, la lattes were right. That's what it is. I am saying after the festivities this week, I guess people needed a nap, right? Because we talking about book bags and all type of things after we done put out all these alleged activities. That's crazy. Hey, good morning. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Ladoris. Now, I'm trying to figure out, was all of the things that took place this week was supposed to stop Robert Visitation, because he looks very happy with Mosky this weekend. I am proud and happy that at the end of every great day, there's a rainbow in that man's way when it comes to his baby, because it don't matter with none of the bull crap that goes on. To see the joy in his face when she's within his space is a beautiful thing. Hey, dream girl. Hey, Mikey. And it seemed like that eats people up. Like, why would you want to block something so beautiful? Why would you want to come in between such a great thing? It has nothing to do with the parents. Parents is going to be parents, which parents is grown folks. But when grown folks actions start to roll over and affect kids, it's a real problem with that. Right. Good morning, Gigi. At the end of the day, they put out all type of false narratives against this man, right? And when you see him on camera with his daughter, at the end of the day, how could you? Like, how could you be so disgusted? People say they not worried, but it seemed like they absolutely is. If it wasn't for Robert Name, nobody wouldn't have no motion. And it seemed like that's the sick of it. Right, she be happy also. Yes, very happy. Like when I look at him in her videos, right? It's not something that is put together, staged, or choreographed. It's something that's natural. You understand? So that goes to show you that that love is not forced. And it's definitely a love that she needs. She sure don't need love from a daddy that's gonna be putting up chairs and desks that when she's in an emergency room, possibly, who knows? Child might wind up with a fever. He might get some, a nightstand or something to get to put together. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Renee. That was just sickening. You looking for attention at the end of the day, and all attention is not good attention. People should by this point see. But the attention you was looking for, you did not get. It did not stop the visitation. It did not get Johnny Boy to come home because you had beans and bologna. All it was a big ass catastrophe for people to further to look in and say, you know what, it's some problems here. And I don't like the fact is that people just say, oh, mental illness is a real thing, and people really be struggling. And she is very happy with her dad as well. When she is around him, they are always happy and smiling. She is teaching him things. She loves to play and do. Yes, Miss Lasonda. At the end of the day, it's like when she's around him, she is with her best friend. It's like he does what it is that she's into, and he also teaches her at the same time. So the relationship is definitely beneficial on both parts. She basically gives him that love and sensitivity that he needs in a world where he feel like he's being destroyed. She's his happy place. She's definitely his happy place. Good morning. Oh snap, just check to see how long you've been live, and I'm here and I'm good. That's right. You caught me right in the nick of time, Miss Renee. I was wondering because it was scary. The YouTube streets was quiet. And anytime the YouTube streets is quiet, you know some snake and shit is about to happen. So I'm just preparing people before it do. Because every time you do tap in, it's definitely some new ish. Okay. And I don't know if many people did, but most people did see Bree's friend live that she did a couple of days ago. And that was a testimony. That's why I want to get back into the factors of mental illness, because a lot of people deal with mental illness, but it's swept under the rug. And you can see somebody declining right in front of your face, and there's people that will sit there and make it seem like there's nothing wrong. In order for a person to create certain actions, they cannot mentally be thinking as one human self. It would not make sense. Peace, Shakima. Yes, she can be a child. I feel sorry. Yes, I feel sorry for Lauren as well, because the productivity that Mosky get outside of that house is not the same activities and productivity that she get within her own house. We don't get to see them kids be kids. We get to see those kids be a part of the pushed narrative. Either they're being pushed against someone or they being played on by someone. There's no love being really poured into the situation. At this point in time, the most of a daddy that them kids have is they mama's daddy, and he ain't much of a daddy at all. We done seen the parts that he done played within this situation, baby. Take her, you see how she looks at her dad? Yes, with that sparkle in her eye, Miss Lucinda. When they are at, yes. She don't get to sit and eat with her mama. Her mama probably be like, Lauren, go make Momo something to eat. Go feed her. Okay? Because if her mother is boy crazy, then that means that she's spending most of her time being crazy over the boys. The only thing that the boys is giving her is baby. Somebody apparently didn't teach Bree the 7 B's, baby. Books before boys, because boys bring babies. She didn't do the books, but she did the boys, so she definitely got the babies. Yes, I did. I sure did see the Neo reading. I sure do be tapping in, and people better pay attention, okay? Because for that lady not to know them from a hole in the wall, some people are not very spiritual, and some people don't like to tap into stuff like that. They like to stay on, within certain realms. But when somebody is telling the full truth, you have to listen. It's not, and I say this all the time, it's not about the messenger. It's about the message. That's why I said, let's go back to the live that her friend did this week. She put a message out for everybody. It may have been her story, but if you're a human being, then you should have been able to relate on many levels, because this situation has brought the baddest part out of some good ass people. Some good ass people have been forced into spaces where they had to show parts of themselves that they didn't even fit. They probably knew that it exists, but they didn't think that it would come out because of a situation like this. Most people didn't know that even speaking on something online would would end them up in something so deep. Good morning, Christmas. Some people didn't know that they was getting into something so deep. It was just the fact is about having an opinion about something that you didn't agree with. You seen someone being mistreated, so you spoke on it. Nobody knew that at some point speaking on something that you had a view on was going to put your livelihood at some type of endangerment at some point in time. Because anybody that chose to spoke for right in this situation was done totally wrong. The disrespect and the snakish activity that done played a part is beyond me. And the word that that young lady gave should have freed a lot of dead souls. I'm being honest with you. Because people can't say good morning, Anomaly. People can't say that they pray and then dwell within devilish activity. But we know people will do shit all week and then go sit in church on Sunday with a big hat, baby. A big hat. Hey, Rebecca. Yes, the people that speak for right get done totally wrong. And the ones that speak wrong, they get I guess they feel that because they get a monetary gain, they're getting blessings. But all blessings don't come through monetary. I'm sorry. We get on here, and of course, those that are speaking and feel that they are actually giving people a certain type of knowledge or informing them of certain things, then okay, they possibly should be rewarded if that is the case. But I don't feel that a person should be rewarded for bad behavior, because them being rewarded is only going to make them pursue the bad behavior even more. So now they're just doing it because they feel that they're getting blessed from the same people of their nature. It's not about the nature in which they're creating for anyone. Good morning, Terry. What up, Renizzle? At the end of the day, you got to be careful what you attach your energy to, okay? And where people get messed up a lot, and you can't blame yourself, because discernment is a real thing, right? And what you don't know, you can't avoid sometimes. And giving you don't want to walk around like a cement wall. So sometimes you are willing to give people the benefit of the doubt. But when we give people more benefit than doubt, that's when our judgment get clouded and things take the wrong route. And a lot of people have attached themselves to people that they may have thought was of a certain energy, but not realizing that those people was just full of negativity. God doesn't want us to reward bad behavior because that makes them think their behavior is okay, right, Rebecca? They don't think nothing is so wrong, because at the end of the day, some people will have the childlike mind to say within themselves, oh, well, if I'm doing something so wrong, why are so many people following me? At the end of the day, people follow the devil every day. Okay? People follow Nature Boy. And at the end of the day, she's a female version, if you ask me, because she's showing cult-like activities. Okay? She's finding people that don't have a following or a space to fall into. And she's giving them false pretenses to believe in. Okay? Something like a false prophet, to say the least. Good morning, Aries Black. At the end of the day, just like people follow God, people follow the devil too. And they feel like they're being rewarded for the actions that they do for him every day, just the way that we follows God's word, and we feel like we're being rewarded for following his word every day. Their blessings is not the same as our blessings. And we're not looking for the same blessings that they're looking for, because me, I couldn't get on a panel and lie for the factors of monetary gain. I'd rather get up here and preach my word and say what I know from my acknowledgement and go from there. Whoever chooses to serve me upon the factors of the words that I choose to speak, speak, then I am appreciative of it, baby. But I'm not going to get up here and do something. I appreciate you, baby. I'm not going to get up here and do something of a nature that is not within me just for the soul of monetary gain, baby. I can't take that with me. So for me to get fulfillment from it within this real life reality would be beneath me. It's not about the money. I'm just being honest. Money can help you be comfortable in life, but money is not the thing that give you life, and money is not the thing that will ultimately be with you after life. So for you to do things in this life solely for the factors of money, then that means that your life is the money and your life is not of your own. The people that follow her are the people that love that behavior because that's the behavior that they live in real life. You're absolutely right, Rebecca, because I'm going to be honest. Something that is not of your nature, you cannot and will not attach yourself to. And that's period. If you got any type of morals within you, it's just certain seats that you will not be comfortable sitting in. I don't give a shit what's the given. Yes, anomaly morality is out the window. Okay. Instead of these people searching on facts that has to do with it is that we speak of, they search for the factors of other people's secrets. That's the thing that the devil do. He presents your bad to you in order for you to do what it is that he wants you to do. It's a sense of control, boo. It's like dangling something over your head, like a blackmail tactic. Like, okay, I know this about you. So if you speak again, then this about you will come out, my friend. But everybody is not ashamed of their skeletons because everybody's skeletons is not skeletons. Some people's skeletons are actually living bodies because I'm still alive. My scars is not scars to me. They are stripes, baby. It's something that I survived. And me, I am a survivor through anything that I made it through. So by you dangling it over my head, you're going to have to get some new information, boo, because I'm no longer in that space. Now that's yours. The time you was taking looking up about me, I was moving on to the next thing, baby. So by the time you tell people what you think you know, I already done chose to grow. That's not me no more. Tell them what you want. Let me help you. You might forget some shit because there's a real narrative. People that actually grow through shit and know some shit, they not going to be ashamed of the shit because they will want to tell somebody else to help them get through some shit that they might not be able to manage. If I already got across the water, I could teach you how to swim. I could teach you how to swim rather than watch you drown. And a lot of people within this situation want to watch others drown because they feel like they in a competition, but they don't realize they in a fight with themselves because what you digress for somebody else is only a reflection of self. Hatred is right. Hey, Carol. Hatred is right. And that is a strong word. And that's not even a word that I use because I don't have hate for anything because it's beneath me. I'm going to be honest. My spirit rocks off of purity. Am I perfect? Nobody is. That's why I don't like when they get on this internet and push that false narrative about Robert. He's a human being. He was created by God. He is man. After man comes woman. And within that cycle of life, it's still a difference. And when there becomes a difference, there's going to be disagreements. And when there is disagreement, there has to be some type of resolvement. But when there's not going to be understanding, there will be no resolvement coming because people are already painting a picture of how they feel a person should handle a situation. They're reflecting of how they would handle a situation. When everybody don't fit shoes the same way, me and you could wear the same shoe size, but that don't mean our foot is structured the exact same way. Some people is flat-footed, some people is pigeon-toed, somebody is walkie-footed. At the end of the day, just because you feel like you would handle something a certain type of way, don't prosecute somebody because they choose to handle their shit differently. Your apology may sound one way and my apology may sound different, but that don't mean my apology is no realer than the hell yours is. It's just coming from a different space, a different person, so it's going to sound differently. But at least I ain't getting my apology from AI, baby. Make sure y'all hit that like button for your girl. Blessed Sunday to everybody falling in. I definitely appreciate everybody coming in and paying me a visit. But the snake activity, it gotta stop, baby. People done sat there and tried to really prosecute people for having a good heart. How the hell you gonna see me? How you gonna try to prosecute me because I see the evil in you? How you gonna try to punish me because I see dysfunction within you? The only thing I may be doing is calling the things that you can't see within yourself, baby, because everybody don't look in the mirror and see themselves. Somebody or some people look in the mirror and paint the picture of somebody else. That's why most people fall onto social media, because they live their lives through other people. That's why some people are so attached to this situation. Good morning, Flower Child Health as well. She is a COVID narcissist, absolutely. And I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I never heard that word so much until I fell into this situation. Now, did we know that the word exists? Hell yeah, we did. But did we ever see as much and so much actions played out on it? No, I've never seen so many narcissistic people in my life. If they wanted to give you a vision of what narcissist is, then ooh, baby. Right. Good morning to Wanda. At the end of the day, this is people real characteristics, but they normally don't get to display it. Let me say it that way. Social media gives these people an outlet to be exactly who the F they are, because in their real life, they don't have a voice, but those buttons on those keyboards allow them to pump up their chest. It's not the fact that they create a mess. They feel like they come in and they being the best of who other people don't know that they really not. Why you think so many people got fake profile pictures and make troll pages? They shouldn't even make a troll page because their actual life activity is of a troll. So why would you have to make something up that you already are? You just living within your truth. That is you. It ain't no troll page. Troll is the living of your ways. That is you. A person can't make up and do something that is not within them to do. Okay? A truth speaker is going to speak the truth, and a liar is going to speak a lie. That's just factual. I don't care how you cut it. I don't care if you put butter on it, decide to sweeten it up with some jelly and put that in your belly. But at the end of the day, a truth teller will tell the truth. And the only thing the truth gets in trouble for is telling too much of the truth. And people don't like the truth. People more so appreciate a lie. People love to be lied to. People will say they can accept the truth, but that right there is a lie. It's not true. Most people cannot accept the truth. That is the hardest thing to do, because most times when somebody is telling you the truth, it's about the fuck you. And nobody don't like to hear the truth about themselves. Hey, Talia. Hey, Blessed Beyond Measures. It's all about destroying RH. That's it, and that's all. I swear I said that in my live yesterday, Blessed Beyond Measures, because at the end of the day, what made me realize that, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was watching 2K's live. You understand? Because from that time to this time, I've just been defending Rob because I knew the way that he's been treated and the accusations that's been put out has not been right, right? But when I listened to 2K's replay yesterday on his live, and he said, you know what? I'm giving y'all the win. The bees, y'all got it. At the end of the day, y'all get the W. And when he gave his analogy on it, is what made me say, you know what? He's absolutely right. Because everybody's not fighting the same fight. So that means everybody is not looking for the same win, which it contains a different outcome, my friend. They're looking for the factors of destroying. We're looking for the factors of fighting for peace. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're not looking for peace, so they're not trying to understand anything in far as the facts or the receipts that we bring. To them, that will forever be BS because they're only looking for the mess. If we're not putting out mess the same way that they putting out mess, then we're not equal. Do you understand? At the end of the day, we're going to be the enemy because the enemy is for what's right and therefore what's wrong. So as long as they're trying to destroy and we're trying to stop the destroying, we're going to always be the enemy, friend. So let them feel they got the win because I'm not trying to win in the factors of lying. If I got a lot of win, then I guess I'll be a loser, friend, because what you consider a loser and what I consider a loser is two different things. And if I get to keep my peace, then I already won, baby. If I get to keep my peace, I already won, baby. Hey, Royal D, good morning. I watched that live. Whoo, you was on some things. Good morning, good morning. Yes, at the end of the day, I may be a loser within your book, but I'm a winner in mine. Because none of the things that I do, I got to pay for at the end of the day, boo. Me telling the truth is not going to get me no karma. You telling them lies and the activities that y'all putting within, y'all gonna have to answer to, friend. People think because it's on social media, it don't count. It very much does because it's taking you as the person to bring it on social media, which means you are the person creating the action, which means you will be the person to have to pay for that activity. Oh, don't be at God's doors after like, oh, please, God, let me in. I ain't mean none of that. Don't get me wrong. God is a forgiving God, but he's not a foolish God. And he's not someone that you could, he don't deal with bullshit artists. Do you understand what I mean? And he knows when you're bullshitting, he will set the table for you to be able to bullshit yourself just to see if that's the choice that you are willing to make. Just like the devil will test you, God will test you too. But he knows at the end of the day, when you ready, you're going to do what it is that you're going to do. It's not about what you say. It's all about your actions, baby. You could be telling a person one thing and doing a total nother. So you could be telling God, oh, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. But then down here in your actual life, you lying, destroying people, messing up people's lives. I don't think that's living right. I don't think that's living right. Hey, Pammy Pooh. Hey, Jazzy Red. Hey, Lachelle. Absolutely shake my head. It's not gonna stop until someone gets locked up or hurt. Well, Bree already done got locked up when her activities of that picture was put on the internet, but they took that as a joke. I guess because she had a couple of dollars to bail herself out. But what they didn't realize that it was supposed to be a lesson to be learned within that situation. Okay. It was supposed to be a lesson to be learned within that situation. Okay, you will be penalized for your actions. But on that side, they sat there and thought that it was funny. Yeah, he a weak one. He a coward. He put her in jail. He a cop caller. You listen. If I ain't got to deal with the headache of it, and people get paid to do it, why not call the people that get paid to deal with them so I don't have to? I would think that would be the smart thing to do, because in dealing with the bitches, what got me in this situation in the first place. Why would I continue to do the same thing? Hello, 911. Yes, the crazy bitch is at it again. Okay, 5 minutes. See you when you get here. Period. 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 At the end of the day, the smile on Mosky's face is supposed to erase all of the evil deeds within the adults, baby. But that's how you know it's for selfish greed. And if anybody is not paying attention, it's coming from the factors of her mom, me, because the information that's being relayed and displayed on this internet can only be given by one of two people, right? And if one person that they only speaking on to destroy, then obviously they feel that they get, or they getting the information from the other to help the destroy in. How they get the information from that parent app? Hmm? 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 How they get the information from that parent app? How they get documents before they even hit certain spots? Because don't get me wrong, some things is public knowledge, but we be getting the info before the public is supposed to have knowledge of it. How is that happening? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay. What Bree is doing is using the third party, because by September 1st, right? People kept saying, oh, I can't wait to September 1st. But I don't know if y'all didn't pay attention. The old bald head goose beaver over there, she was just gearing up for September 1st, because what she knew far as September 1st is now, even though Bree was not going to be able to speak for herself, now she was going to be sending her the information for her to speak, baby. Because as long as they not the people, just like they said, just as long as they're not the exact people getting on the internet speaking of it, they cannot be held in contempt. But if my friend gets online for me and decides to call a spade, that's what they say, then in some words, I wouldn't have control of that. That's of another person. That's not coming from me. Right? Just like if Miss Season decided to get on this line, like she told these bitches this week, you playing with the wrong person. Okay? You're playing with the wrong person. Don't think because I'm quiet at the see, people mistake quiet for punkish or soft. Some people that is, if they quiet, you should worry. Some people are very much observers. They not quiet because they worry. They quiet because they watching. Okay? They not quiet because they worry. They quiet because they watching. And as they watching, they see in the parts that everybody else is choosing to play. So now once I speak, it's going to be definite truth to what it is that I say, versus me just jumping out of the ballpark, speaking on some shit that don't even need to be speak on. Why am I going to defend everything that y'all say if I know that y'all absolutely lying? That would be like me throughout this saga. Every time one of those troll pages decided to put up a still photo or talk about my kids, for me to try to go into listen, I am whatever you say I am. And at the end of the day, I still got you mad. My thing is why they are coming after people that Robert come in his life. Now they are all in Miss Season life, but they are going to listen because they are mad, because happy wife, happy life, right? That's the way the saying goes. That's the way they say that it's supposed to be, right? But being that the wife wasn't able to be happy within her old life, now she's miserably watching somebody live the life that she know that she had at one point in time, and that is killing her softly. Okay. Hey, Blueberry Boots. That's killing her softly. Because when you know who a person is within a relationship, she may have argued with Robert. Why do you think she was a pushover to the person? Because she knew at certain levels that he wouldn't go to. You understand? And she tried to push him to those levels. But on the other side of that, she know that that man is a giver. You understand? He's a supporter. He's a pusher. He's a life placer because he's the person that placed her in the life that she has of right now. Ain't he the reason why she's set up in position that she's in? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. She was happy playing the games while she was in that. If that's what she say, because she said, yeah, it was all a facade. Well, you looked at happy playing that facade, sweetheart. You looked at healthy and happy. And now at these points in time, you're not looking the same because they saying that Robert money is drying up, but her money is drying up just the same because she don't look like herself at all. I don't know if people paying attention, but she ain't really got dressed in months, did much in months. It ain't been her in months because she's living her life through the energy of another person that definitely do not want to share that same energy with her. And we can be speculating or it could be allegedly, but proof and visually, it will always be everything. If a person only loving you behind closed doors, but not loving you out loud to the world, what does that say? What does that say? What does that say? So right now, I guess they all quiet because they watching Robert Visitation videos with Mosky. You know, they gonna sit there so that way they could break the videos down. Look at Mosky's face. She ain't happy. Look, he got grease on that baby chin from when she ate a biscuit. What kind of daddy leaves grease on a baby chin from eating a biscuit? Oh Lord. He went and got she got that Sunday dress on. I bet you Season bought her that old ugly Sunday dress, trying to be a mother to somebody kid. Excuse me, she been in a situation for a long time now. The whole time this man been fighting for his child now. And at the end of the day, Jonelle been in the situation, baby. So if that was something that a person wanted to do, it would have been something that has been done. As a woman, I've heard this woman say out of her mouth, if me and this man is not serious, I don't even want to be around his child. That's not my position to play. That's an adult, baby. But now that she's in the picture with Skids Bree, is that lets her know she ain't gonna be going nowhere for a while, baby. Now it's one thing if you think this is somebody that somebody may be just clapping their cheeks. You understand what I mean? Like you been well, fuck it. If she let Jonelle get some head for $100, then she'll say, well, hey, you know what? He gotta have sex with somebody, baby. You know he is a man at the end of the day. But as long as they just sexing, it ain't nothing serious. But once she seen that woman around her child, and she know the morals that that man has, and know that he would not bring nobody around his child if it wasn't still, oh, she was in there punching the air. Her heart ain't been right since. It been skipping all type of beats. Y'all seen her in emergency. Y'all seen her in the emergency room. That shit gave her a mild heart attack. She was going off. Hey, hanging with Miss D. Good morning. If a judge give you to a man who can't even be around his kids, yeah, abuse ain't a joke, and it's time to get serious. First of all, if she went in there claiming that this man treated her the way that he did, do you think they would ever let him be around his kid? The judge is the one who made the judgment on the visitation. And I'm pretty sure all of the things that she telling us is the same thing that she told him. The fact is that do y'all not remember that little fake therapy stint that she did with Mosky? Talking about that she needed therapy because of the things that she seen her and her father go through. Mind you, we knew because we were saying it at the time, that ain't therapy for Robert. That's therapy for John now, because that baby got attachment. And now that her father is not there and they're using him to play on him, is mentally making her struggle because she don't know where she does, where she belongs. Like, I'm used to this setup, but now it's different. We got Goof Troop here now, and I'm being forced on, he's being forced on me. But what's my placement, baby? Where's my daddy? Where is my daddy? And she tried to make that baby think that she was going to replace her daddy with that booger boy. And it was going, and no, it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She is definitely destroying her children. She kept those oldest kids away from their father for 6 years. For 6 years. I don't know what man would be all right with that unless it's a man that don't want the kids anyway. So as long as you keep them over there and the fuck away from me, then it's less responsibility. I don't have to worry about it messing up what I got going on over here. As long as you got all that going on over there, it keeps me in the clear. It wasn't no visitation for 6 years. It wasn't no contact, no interaction for 6 years. Soon as she get a divorce from this man, all of a sudden that man pops back in and he's picking his kids up from a gas station. A gas station. People that involve the kids need to be in jail. Oh yeah, they gonna get punishment because they going to hell. You know how they say it's two places you go when you know good, either jail or hell. After jail, they going to hell. If they don't go to hell first. Definitely so. Right, Miss Sexy Ray? At the end of the day, exactly 6 years and no child. No, damn no child support, because that's the monetary part. Where was any type of connection? Where was the I love yous? Where was the what's going on in school? Where was the visits, the connection? Because I'm just being honest, as a woman, I'm not going to keep my baby father away from my kids because he's possibly broke. He may be broke in pocket, but he's not broke as a person to them. He's still somebody that they need. And I'm not talking about the factors of financially. Everything is not financial. You can't just let your kid know that you love them through money. For 6 years, he was comfortable with not knowing or knowing that his kids was around another man. And because of the problems that he probably put up with their mother, it was a savior. The same way with Robert. Well, listen, as long as she's somebody else's problem, she ain't mine. But the thing that Robert wasn't willing to decide to do is, bitch, my child ain't staying with you. We gonna have to split this, baby. It's gonna have to be halfway or no way, because then I'm fighting for custody. Okay? And with the shit I know, I could win. And I've done it before with my oldest daughter, so it can happen. But far as that other man, he has a whole other family friend. He got a wife and other kids. So watching his kids live their life for 6 years, with another man, watching them calling that man daddy. He's a lot of Israelite. Israel. No. He's a sick one. He's sick. He is sick, and more sick. Ain't no way I'm going to be able to watch my kids on social media. Daddy, daddy, daddy. And I know I'm daddy. Oh, the fuck no. I think that's something that Robert would have went to jail for. If he ain't never went to jail for nothing else. If he would have seen Mosky online calling John Nell daddy, goddamn. Okay? Because it's just certain things that you don't play with. All right? All right. Only thing he did for 6 years was let his fucking beard grow. That's all they daddy did. And then when she started paying him to stay going, because how you put somebody that ain't taking care of their kids on your payroll? I still got the receipt. I'll drop it on my community wall later if y'all want to see too. And at this point in time, that's when her and Dawn was cool. You understand? But then she tried to turn on Dawn because Dawn started seeing some truth. They gonna always try to make it about the money. No. No money is worth my humanity. If you think because you giving me some money, you gonna be treating me like the way you treat the rest of these motherfucking people and clearly lying in my face, oh, it ain't happening, baby. You could take that 400 and shove it up your ass. All the way. Keep it. It's cheaper to keep her. Serious. You want to go out and listen to your show? Yes. I told you, Royal D be hitting on them things, baby, because I sure was watching the replay earlier. Now, my thing about the situation, after all these people put all this trifling work in, where does it go? Like, what is the Grand Royal? Are they trying to see, like, Robert broke and homeless, living on the, like, what is the end result that they looking for? I'm trying to figure out what type of disparity are they trying to leave this man in. Like, what would they call an overall accomplishment? He's not married to their friend no more. So whatever he said, they said they was going through, they not going through. But the person that she is going through with getting a pass while they spending their time on her past with a person that's not with her no more. What about the present? What about the present? So getting spat on don't count, getting tripped and shit ain't it. Y'all, that's not something that you see, because I'm pretty sure if Miss Season came down here and said that, oh, Robert tricked me on my way into the doctor's office, Lord, do you know the feels they them people would have on the internet? I'm just waiting for Brianna to name herself Sazoon next week. Coming soon, Sazoon. That's right. Let them know. Bring them lights up. Come and definitely support your host. Definitely. Now, at the end of the day, this is going to be the weekend, right? Mosey's going to spend time with her daddy, right? And then we're going to see a whole bunch of crazy ass lives within the next couple of hours, I guess, maybe days, saying something that is totally against what the video was displaying. Dog was put there for a reason. Uh-huh. I believe that if Bree really pregnant, she probably thinking about drinking some castor oil. Since that she trying to shit them babies right on out immediately. Right. Cause she passed the plan B stage. If that's the case, shit, anytime you pregnant for a year, yeah. I would want to take some castor oil too, especially with all the things that she going through. Cause at the end of the day, how you go from being a baby mama to being a wife down to being a surrogate. Did y'all hear those stages? She went from being a baby mama, right, to being a wife to being a surrogate. She's now considered a surrogate. She's just the person that's carrying babies for somebody else. That's it. If there is babies that exist, because them babies is starting to look like them bell-bottom sweatsuits I keep telling y'all, fully out of stock. Out of stock, out of stock. Everything is out of stock on they block. Common Sense, the twins, the baby foot, look, the men's, the friends, everything. Mm-mm. That's right, Miss Brenda. Everything out of stock. She must have had a everything must go sell. And everything really left. The man, the kids, everything. Everything within this coexistence. The only thing that stayed was Nate hairline. That's it. That's it. And you see the damage that that's causing. Period. All right. It's causing all type of mess within this situation, baby. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nate went to the barber shop. That man messed up her hairline. She been up here causing problems for everybody ever since. Ever since. Yeah, she keeps nothing long shaking my damn head. Hell no. Hell no. And then the thing that be puzzling me is when people be really in our comments saying stuff like, oh, y'all just jealous of Bree, her body, her money. She's big Bree, not the little one. Bree is on a mat, a funky ass mat. Why would I be jealous of that? I'm sorry. I don't give a damn what you say. That is not what jealousy looks like. It is not. I actually feel the fuck sorry for her. Y'all reading this totally wrong because somebody is going to have to get through to her at some point in time because the money that Bree had, did that keep the man that she was with? And she bought him all type of shit. So what did the money help her with? Okay. Okay. The money that she made, did it make her happy? Do she look happy to you? Hey, do she look happy to y'all? If that's what happy look like, let me be stressed. Hey y'all, I'm good. I take my regular smuggler life over that broken spirit any day. Say it, Mia. That's exactly the point that I was saying to make. If that's what happiness look like, then oh no, oh no, mm-mm. The closest person to get that information that was needed. Exactly. Exactly. But didn't I tell y'all 2 months ago when this fake catastrophe first came out, right? I said the further this pregnancy is supposed to go on, the harder the visitation weekends is going to get. We're going to notice that every time it's time for Robert to get Mosky is going to be some shit. And then it was because of the factors of the same exact worries that she had. That picture that came out last week, okay? And she knew at some point in time, even if we talk all the shit in the world online, right? We're still online. We'll never see her in actual person. Now, a lot of us is not where she is at within her neighborhood where we're going to see her in traffic or in passing, right? So with that being said, Robert would be the only person to see her in person. And he's seen her in person. So when they say he was calling 39 times, and how within the factors of that 39 times, the only thing she conveniently remember him saying is stop lying to them goddamn people. Let them know you ain't pregnant. I don't even know if I would have brung that part to the internet. That goes to show you people don't be thinking. The only thing it showed is the same shit that we saying in our videos. Robert is actually saying to her in real life, like, bitch, at some point, you know the gag is up, right? You gonna have to let these listen. You ain't attached to me, but I'm just trying to give you advice, baby. You look fucking crazy. You're looking crazy. Okay. And at this point in time, mental issues is really a goddamn thing. You better let these people you know you're not. He said that all within the factors of 13 seconds. 13 seconds. And then bald headed over Goose over there made 13 videos talking about the factors of Robert was harassing her. No, he was telling her to tell the fucking truth. If telling somebody to tell the truth is harassing, boo, I'm sorry. Yeah, she said that, Mia. Yes, she did. Bree is pregnant and having some sleepless nights. Thank you, Miss Brenda, for the super sticker. At the end of the day, she ain't sleeping at night at all. At all. She ain't sleeping. If sleeping was a thing, she ain't doing none of that. Because between her time watching the content creators, checking on Jonelle, seeing what Robert and Miss Season is doing, shit, her schedule is fully booked. And then she had an extra schedule this week because then her friend came up and started telling some shit, baby. So then she had a block party. But I don't understand how you having a block party, man. That's what we doing. If you ain't blocking yourself, then everybody else should be able to still stay there. Because her friend came out and told us the same thing that we already knew. I'm being honest with you. She's no good as a person in a friendship, just the same way she's no good as a friend in relationships that she's in. Because what she tried to do is lure people in by buying them. Okay, if she knows that you need, that will be her recipe. Okay, let me do this for you. Let me do that for you. And then when it comes down the line, oh, I had to do this for you and I had to do that for you. And if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be this and you wouldn't be that. It's the same role. It's the factors of control. She only want to keep things around her that she can control. And being that she thinks that money buys love, she usually try to buy people's love. And once people figure out that it's just an empty void because there's really no love there, they get the fuck ASAP. And then she's all left by herself once again. And then she's going to feel somebody or use somebody to fill that void once again within. That's the part that Miss Denise played and this person played. You always notice how it was always someone else moved in cycle once somebody else chose to leave the cycle. No. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. We ain't doing that. We actually see what Bree problem is. She wants love, right? But being that she doesn't know love, she not only don't know how to receive it, but she don't know how to properly give it. And that's where her failure is. It's nothing wrong with wanting it. Everybody wants love. Everybody needs love, to be honest. Some people will say that they don't, but just like a flower needs the water in the rain, the sunshine in the rain, a human being needs the same damn thing. Okay, so when a person is not getting the nurturing that they need because they're empty within inside, baby, this is what we're going to see the outcome as. Broken. Right. Bree is broken and I truly feel sorry for her. Mental state. I don't like how she treat people. She needs help. Exactly. And that's the part that I don't appreciate. Because if the people saying how they defended her and they supposed to be friends to her and they supposed to be fans or supporters of her, how could you feel somebody or how could you support the factors of watching somebody fall apart right in front of your eyes and not be the person that try to support them in a different way? We don't see them holding up no damn platforms to talk life into her. Only thing that they're praising on is her bad situations that they seen her go through for what they allegedly say with another person. So if you keep bringing a person's bad situations to the forefront, the only thing that you're doing is reminding them of the situations that they've been through. How are you being helpful to them? You're just helping with their mental demise. My son's father was this person. I was clueless. My son is a knock from it. This makes me what I lived for 16 years. Got to watch who you have kids with. Absolutely. Kids suffer. Mine 32-year-old mad dog still here. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because it will be the generational curse. Hurt people hurt people. And if the only thing that you know is hurt, what are you going to pour into your offsprings other than hurt? Right now, the same thing that you're speaking of is what she's setting her other kids up for. Right now, that is what them other three kids is going through. At the end of the day, they are being a part of the generational decline. They're right now filling up on all of her bad habits. Okay. And the bad part, when you have sons, you wouldn't want them to end up in a relationship with the woman that is just as broken. You may put them or force them to be where they may not even like women like you, baby. Or may not even like you when they get older and able to make decisions for themselves. Right now, they have no choice but to sit up underneath the umbrella of you. But if your daughter was to become you, how would you feel about that too? Because if you boy crazy, then isn't that a maybe? Would you want your daughter coming home with the same outcomes that you've had? Listen, sis was sneaking with a deacon. That sneaking with a deacon. Let the church stand on this Sunday. She was sneaking with a deacon. How you doing something that's against God with the person that's supposed to be for God? Sneaking with a deacon? Lord have mercy. Yes, taste that. My son hate me because I choose his dad. Yes. It will be that. It will definitely be that. Because when your kids don't agree with the choices that you make, it will make them become your enemy. And once they old enough to make decisions on their own, not decisions that we are able to control, it's just even worse at that point. Because now they not going off of what we telling them, they going off of what they actually feel. And you can't go against what they feel, because just like your story is your story, their story is their story as well. And if we can't have nobody tell our story for us, sure enough, they don't want nobody telling or changing their story for them. It's going to be what it is. You can't tell me how I feel, because these are my feelings. You could try to give me reasons to why I shouldn't feel this way, but overall, I might not still feel no differently. Hit that like button. Yeah, the deacon was married. Sure was. Sure was. She was sneaking with a deacon that had a wife. Meanwhile, she was getting ready to be a part of that divorce life. So you breaking up somebody else's happy home because your home is unhappy. Because as me being a wife, remember her being online doing all those videos once she became a wife, talking shit, talking about, oh, she don't show no love to no side chicks, any woman that's willing to break up a marriage. Because at the end of the day, if anybody was to try with my husband, y'all don't remember those videos she did? Um, she also did say she was a hoe trying to be a housewife at the same time. So being that the hoe was still in her, that's why she ain't become a winner. Hey, humble. That's exactly why. Because everything that woman comes online with, people can deny. They can find holes within the factors of no truth. Like, wait a minute, she said this, but what about this? She said this too. Um, she said this. Hold on, wait a minute, but what about this? She said this too. No, that's not the way it's supposed to go at all, at all. At all, at all. If you can't stand on nothing that you say, you shouldn't say it. And she has not been able to stand on anything that she said since this situation has been fed to the internet the way that she did. She came on here crying and lying at the end of the day. And once she seen that people wasn't believing her no more, she started having tantrums. Okay. And now all we continue to see is adult tantrums, baby. I said this in my live yesterday, because she went after the family only once they was no longer in agreement. Before then, when she felt like she possibly could use them to get the win, far as getting her husband to come back again, then it was all smooth sailing. Once she seen that they wasn't going to be able to change the factors of Robert's decision, then they became a part of the destroy mission too. On some, listen, well, if y'all not going to be able to help me, then y'all part of the shit too, baby. And then that's when, oh, they wanted the peoples to call Toya or call on Toya for the food stamps and have CPS call for her kids. And then Dawn was broke as a joke, and Kevin was this, that, and it just done went too far. As long as they was willing to stay in the car and ride on the factors of what it is that she said, they was definitely doing her the. She was messing with the deacon while married to RH. Reason he had a problem with her going to that church. And the reason DNA was done on baby girl, allegedly, that ain't allegedly, that's definitely, because that's why the fact is, when they tried to be smart the other day, once that came out, he definitely put the post up and let it be known. Listen, I tested both of mine. Ain't nobody just say those was my babies. I made sure Basically, definitely so that was something that was going on for a while, child. And most times people accuse another person of the things that they know that they doing. She knew that she was doing dirt, so ultimately that's why she was accusing Robert of doing dirt. Yeah, he basically possibly was out at the mall and doing things like that, but he's the factors of being an entertainer. So he's trying to be out within the factors of making his face known. You have to engage with people. Do you think that he would know all the people that he know right now? He has stars giving him shout out. If it wasn't for the factors of him doing the work that he's done throughout the work of years, they could say he been on the internet for years, but he was on the internet for a reason. What was the other people reason? Okay. She was maybe being sneaky. So she felt ultimately, if I got time to do the dirty shit that I'm doing, then ultimately this person may be going out and doing the same thing. That's why, oh, she needed to check his phone and his laptop and this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, we didn't see that he was insecure the same way. We didn't hear that they got into no arguments because he wanted to check her phone or because he took her laptop. We ain't hear no situations that he maced her and kicked her in the stomach because he wasn't able to get into her device. Is the fake laugh, the head tilting and gum chewing in her way to, yes, yes. Deflection, and more deflection. She really is something. Yes. Jezebel is definitely a thing. And she is definitely acting underneath the Jezebel spirit, baby. And I'ma just be honest. I've heard of the Jezebel spirit throughout the factors of, but a lot of people, you gotta remember, some people only pick religion or a religion that they in because they was told that they are that religion. A lot of people don't seek out religion on their own. There's a lot of grown people that still don't even know how to read the Bible, if we being honest. That's why a lot of people, when it comes down to religion, you have to find the religion that suits you. Just following the religion of someone else is not always of great wealth, because if you following something that you have no understanding of, then what are you following? How can you say you believe something that you don't understand? Make it make sense. So a lot of us was raised in households where it maybe was Baptist or Christian or Muslim or 5%er or whatever your family nature was. So as a kid, you growing up in that household, okay, I'm a Baptist, Christian, Muslim or 5%er. But as you get older and you start to have your own beliefs, you have to find what you believe in, not what you was told to believe. So just going and sitting in the church for some is because it's something that they was put conformed to do, not something that they actually following because they know of the truths. Rise, they wasn't in a relationship. They was just doing the grown up. Yep. Say it, Sexy Ray. They was doing that funky dance. Here's your chance to do the hump. Do it for right. They was doing the Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty Hump. Yeah, that's what they was doing. Nothing more, nothing less. But sometimes when people are boy crazy, they don't look for nothing more, nothing less. And let's get into the factors of that. Because if a person say that they was emmed when they was little, you got to remember, unhealed trauma in little girls become unhealed trauma in grown women. Right now, follow me on this. If a child was emmed when they was a child, right, they had no control of it, but they still had some type of outcome from it. And a lot of girls that either have been emmed when they was little girls either grow up to be promiscuous or either grow up to be gay. And it's a real thing, because if you've been touched involuntarily by a man, you understand, a lot of time you don't want to be touched by men ever again. again. And that's how a lot of people end up in that GAY situation. But then there's another side of that where there's some girls that wind up being promiscuous because now they feel like instead of them being violated and not making the decision, they're now ultimately making the decision. And they're the person that's choosing to give their body away. And it's the factors of them having the ultimate choice versus the choice being taken from them is what makes them create the action over and over again. Jonell got what he wanted and was money. Now he's going. He's still getting money from the situation. Okay. It's just behind the scenes. It's not publicly no more. Okay. Trust me. He's still getting paid from within that situation, baby. Who you think possibly bought that chair and that desk? The same one he was putting up online while she was in ER not doing so fine. But just being honest, if this young lady was emmed when she was a young girl, then her promiscuity possibly comes from within that situation within itself. Okay, now because when you feel like your decision or when you feel like your choice is ultimately taken away from you, now your power you feel comes from being able to make the choice from yourself. And a lot of people feel like love and getting fulfillment is from the factors of laying down. That's what it is that they have to give to show the love that they ultimately have. It's either from that or the factors of the extent of her giving. Yeah, that laugh be so irritating because it's fake. Okay, and it's supposed to be a distraction from what's really being said. Because when a person is saying what they saying, it's never actually the words that's coming out of their mouth. It's the actions in which they are creating while they're saying said words. And anytime she's saying said words, okay, you can see what her body language be. Her body language tells it all, baby. It's like a little snobby ass little girl, a little fresh ass little girl that you had to go tell to sit down. Like, who's you talking to? Because my mama told me, yeah, she seemed like she was one of those. And now she just done evolved far as in age, because just because you're a certain age, that still does not make you grown. It still does not make you grown. Your mind state and your mentality what makes you act as if you are a grown up, not your age and the numbers that on your birth certificate that makes you be a mature adult, baby. No. Because some people just old and stupid. Okay. They not old and mature. They not old and wise. And a lot of the times when we was growing up, we looked to the older women for guidance, for wisdom. You understand? For knowledge. And a lot of the people that's within that situation over there, they can't guide nobody because they don't have the wisdom within them to be able to do such. Yeah, he sure put that necklace back on. You see, he took it with him. Let's talk about that. Because if he did leave, he sure didn't leave none of the belongings that she paid for, baby. And now what's crazy to me, right? They say she copyrighted the name and this, that, and the third. Okay, but that's not something that you brung up, just like Lexus said yesterday, in a court of law. You never fought for the factors of keeping the name Miss LaTruth because you had copyrighted it underneath you. But the fact is, when that man said that you were no longer entitled to use his name, then at the end of the day, that's what it was. So from that point on, you wasn't supposed to use the name. So now just miraculously, mysteriously, now all of a sudden when she goes to the ER, she goes live not only through the just being Brianna page, but she goes through live through the factors of the Miss LaTruth page as well. You're still trying to get statured off of this man's name, even though you're saying he has no motion. Let's see you go off of the notoriety of Jay Booger Boy and see where that gets you. Okay? Let's see where that gets you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone that's coming in. Make sure you hit that like button for your girl. Come in, get comfortable. Definitely so. Definitely so. We just talking about fact over fiction in here this morning. Okay. And we're talking about where all of the snakish activities come from that play a part within this situation from the start. Because people didn't get in this situation to prove the point of who was right and wrong. They just got into the situation to fully destroy. It was only about the factors of destroying. It wasn't the factors of never trying to prove the part of saying, oh, okay, well, no, no, no. That's right. Welcome everyone hitting the building. Definitely, if you can, tip your host, hit your girl with a super chat, super sticker. My Cash App is definitely in the comments, and also my buy me a coffee. I would definitely appreciate, and it will definitely be great. But at the end of the day, I appreciate this conversation that we are having, baby, because the snakes will be the snakes. And like I said, the only thing that a person is doing differently from this point to that point, well, from that point to this point, hey, Jeannie. They're moving silently, just like a snake does. Okay. Normally, she will publicly let it be known the moves that she was making. So somebody done got into her ear to where even though she's putting certain things online, the things that she would normally put online that would definitely give people the inkling of what it is that she has going on, that's not the same things that she's doing at this point in time. We basically figure it out once it hit line, but it's not of no positivity. It's not like she's keeping a business deal a secret, or a grand opening a secret, or some new content that she's going to be doing with her kids a secret. The only thing that comes out that she has chose to keep secrets on is still more foul shit. It's still more foul shit. It ain't nothing no different. It's not like it's some grand premieres that she ain't choose to announce, and then we just pop up and see her online at grand openings, and she got so much merchandise and this, that, and the third. Okay, she bought all them suits and stuff last week because now the merchandise is back in. But where's the promotion, baby? Why we don't see you and them girls modeling? We don't see you making mommy and me outfits right now? Ain't you say you pregnant? Wouldn't you be able to also take over that type of audience as well? I'm pretty sure some of your supporters is pregnant just like you, right? You're pregnant, right? So why wouldn't you also want to capture the pregnant audience, right? So if you're selling merch and you now brung out sweatsuits, I'm pretty sure um pregnant women wear sweatsuits too. So if you can make some pregnancy clothing while you're pregnant, wouldn't that also be a business endeavor? As well as if the pregnancy sweatsuits can match with the little girl sweatsuit, so that way we can still dress alike. That would be dope, right? Listen, she better write down these ideas Taze is giving her. She better do something so she could stop crying in the car. We tired of seeing her cry in the car. At the end, yes, definitely. Now, I just want to see what's going to be the story after Robert has his daughter this weekend, baby. Because you know they sitting over there watching them videos and checking it twice. They watching how he eating, seeing if it look like he thinking. Oh yeah, look at him right there. We gonna see. We definitely gonna see. Well, I definitely hope that y'all enjoyed me this lovely Sunday morning. Your girl Tay been here for an hour. I'm possibly gonna check back in later on. I just hit the live button, as you can see. And that's why I wasn't no thumbnail or nothing, baby. I just came to speak. So hopefully I left the word. Definitely make sure you hit that like button if you are not a subscriber. Jeannie, you definitely been a member. If you're not a member, get a membership. If you can, definitely, like I said, treat your host via Cash App, buy me a coffee, but on my buy me a coffee, mine is buy me a flower. Okay? Because at the end of the day, I love giving flowers and I love receiving flowers. Giving somebody their flowers is always a great thing for me. But anyway, your girl Tay is out. I'm going to have to go start getting my kids ready for school tomorrow. I love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Have a blessed Sunday.